Hey girlfriends, it's Jazz. Welcome back to my channel. We are here with day 5 of our 12 days of deep conditioners, and I finally took my twists out. I actually left them in for a whole day, but I will go over all of that in my next video on my hair tutorials. So that's coming your way, but let me just let y'all check out this definition. Like, and it's like frizz-free definition. That's what we like to have. So as you all know, I deep conditioned with my mask from yesterday's video when I did my hair. So if you haven't checked out the previous 4 days, make sure you check those out on why it's so important to deep condition your hair when you're styling your hair. Because not only are the stylers going to get you together, but the deep conditioner is going to just leave your hair bomb. So let's get into the next mask. So today's mask is going to be by The Main Choice. It's going to be their Tropical Moringa Sweet Oil and Honey Endless Moisture Mask. So this is a Tropical Moringa line. I'm not sure if you are familiar with The Main Choice, but they have a lot of great lines. But this is the Tropical Moringa one, and it is infused with biotin and Moringa Seed Oil. So biotin is going to improve the overall health of your hair. It's going to stimulate your roots and it's going to encourage new hair growth. So that's really all what we want. So when you hear biotin, just think hair growth. Some people take supplements, but this is actually biotin in the mask that's going to stimulate your scalp and encourage hair growth. Now the Moringa Seed Oil, this was a new one for me when I got this mask. Never really heard of it being used in other items or any other hair products. But Moringa Seed Oil is going to deeply penetrate the shaft of your hair cuticle. It's going to really get that moisture in there. It's going to improve the shine and it's going to make your hair stronger as well. So once the moisture gets deep down in there, you can actually see the moisture, which is going to give you that shine. And there's also aloe vera in this mask. And aloe vera is really good for a lot of things, but specifically when it comes to your hair, in this mask, it's going to repair your scalp. So if you're having any scalp issues where you've had constant itching or dandruff or anything like that when it comes to your scalp, the aloe vera is going to soothe your scalp. It's also going to encourage new hair growth and it's going to just make your hair healthy overall. So if you are familiar with The Main Choice, they're all about growing your hair. So this is one of those masks that's going to encourage your hair growth. It's going to strengthen your hair and it's going to give you that deep moisture, which is going to give you nice shiny results, which you should see upon the first use or a couple uses. But this entire line itself has the Moringa Seed Oil in it. So it's really going to leave your hair nice, shiny, and moisturized, which should get you to your next wash. Now, what items would I pair with this mask? I would shampoo with the Sweet Oil and Honey Endless Moisture Shampoo. It's by the same line. And I would also go in with the Pearly Braid Out Glaze. And I can use this by itself. It's going to give me great definition because it's like a gel type texture. So it's gel-like styler, but it's a moisturizing styler as well. So it's not just specifically a gel, it's a really good gel-like styler. So this is something that you use by itself, or you can pair with other leave-in conditioners, or if you like. But in this case, if I wanted a quick wash day while I deep condition, I would just go in with this glaze. So for today's questions, I'm going to answer 3 questions that were sent in by Anointed Stilettos. Shout out to you for just really supporting my channel. I appreciate you just because I always see you in the comments of the videos, on my Instagram. So I appreciate you. So the first question is, if you use a mask, do you use the regular conditioner as well? That's a really good question because a lot of times people feel like if a line comes out and they have shampoo, conditioner, pre-poo, mask, 8 stylers, that you have to use everything to have a great wash day. So for me, I don't use the regular conditioner if I know I'm going to do a deep conditioner, because I feel like that's just an unnecessary step if I just do the conditioner and then I'm going to deep condition. Because a lot of times I can use a regular conditioner and deep treat with that just by adding heat to the mix. So no, to answer your question, I do not use a regular conditioner if I'm going to do my deep treatment, that wash. And her next question is, do you recommend deep conditioning every week, every wash day? So sometimes we just, things happen and you have to wash your hair more than once within a week. So for me, I wash my hair once a week, or at least try to. And I deep condition every wash if it's been a week. But if I wash on a Sunday and something comes up and I have to wash my hair again on Thursday, it's probably going to be a quick day where I'm not going to deep treat. So if it's been at least a week, I will deep treat my hair that wash. Or if it's been at least a week, I will do a deep treatment. So I try to do a deep treatment once a week. But if I happen to wash my hair twice in 1 week, I will not deep treat on that second wash day within the week. So how do you clip your ends being natural without having to use heat and straighten the hair? That's a really good question. Sometimes for me, it's kind of like if my hair is already stretched, if I already have a stretch style. So say for example, if I did a large perm rod set and my hair is already in that stretched state, and it's somewhere I can just brush it out and it will give you the appearance of having your hair being blown out, then that's a good opportunity to trim my hair. I'm not the best at trimming my hair, but I do try to do it when I know it's important. Like if I'm gonna dye my hair, like this past May, when I dyed my hair, I trimmed my ends before I colored my hair, just because I know I'm gonna be altering my cuticle and I just wanna make sure that my hair is at its best before I go into that. So what I did was basically just brushed my hair out of the style that I currently had and just kind of trim, you know, just a little bit off. I don't really make sure, oh, I have to trim off 1 inch on this particular day. It's kind of like what your ends look like. And then sometimes, believe it or not, like if I do a twist style, for example, and say I wake up in the morning and this particular piece of hair decided that it didn't want to go along with the program, I'm gonna cut it off. And that's just that. And it's kind of just like what it looks like. If my ends, like once I have my hair twisted, you can kind of tell what your hair, the damage, or if your ends are in need of trimming once you style your hair. Like if you do a bunch of twists and you're looking at your ends and you're like, these look a little fried, just take each twist and trim off a little bit of the twist. If your hair isn't cut already in a certain shape that you just have to maintain, I don't wear my hair straight. I maybe wear my hair straight once a year, and before that it was 3 years. So I just trim it as I see it looks bad. So like I did some last night when I did this twist out. So like last night I kind of did that with each twist. I kind of just went in. It was like, you're looking a little shabby. Let me get you. So because I don't have a set trim schedule, but when I color my hair, I do make sure let me just trim off a little on these ends, because I'm about to really go in on my hair with this dye. So I hope that answers your question. But I don't have a trim schedule, but it's kind of just like what looks good for you. And if you know that you're someone who flat irons your hair pretty often, then you probably want to trim your hair more often than someone who doesn't flat iron their hair at all. So if you don't use blow dryers, you don't use direct heat on your hair, 9 times out of 10 your ends are not going to be trash unless you just manipulate your hair every day, which a lot of times people don't want to do. So yes, trimming is great. It's actually necessary to retain your length, because you don't want your hair to just be dry. I mean, at the end of the day, the oldest part of your hair is just going to be the oldest part of your hair, and it's going to be old. It's going to get a little drier than the rest. So especially if you have color in your hair, you want to take a little bit more TLC towards your ends, and trimming is a really good way to just make sure that you don't end up with split ends. It's kind of a preventative measure of having split ends if you really don't have that as an issue for you, if that makes sense. So thank you so much for your questions, Anointed Stilettos. That is it for day 5. So I will be posting this video on this twist out Friday, tomorrow, hopefully. Yes. So no, I'm not gonna say that. Not for Sunday. I'm shooting for Sunday that this will be posted. So, but I will have day 6 for tomorrow. So comment down below and let me know if you've used this mask, how you liked it, if it worked for your hair, or if you're gonna try out this mask, let me know. And keep sending in those questions. I will be answering questions at the end of every video. So we made it 5 days. I'm really proud of myself that I'm able to do this. So day 6 tomorrow, and until next time, bye-bye.